Hello, my dearest listeners. How are you today? I hope that the weather change may have caused a little bit bitterness in you as it did to me. But it's all right. Things change and it should change. If it doesn't, then the sadness would prevail over happiness. Anyways, welcome back to our broadcast Namaste Polska, where you learn numerous things about India staying in Poland. From my experience to God to great rulers of India, I will give you deep experiences and explanations of legends and clearing your doubts. Welcome to Namaste Polska. I am your host, Kushi Dhomne. Welcome on Namaste Polska. Bringing exciting episodes on spirituality, experience, and culture. Brought to you by IMI Radios. This is yours truly, Kushi Dhomne. So listeners, I'm sure that you are learning a lot of things, and I am grateful for you being here. Last episode, I spoke about the great legend, the first ruler of India, Chandragupta Maurya, who built the Maurya Empire. As the story began, he was a student of Guru Chanakya, who then was able to take revenge on King Dhanananda, who insulted Guru Chanakya in front of everyone in the royal court. Chandragupta was able to defeat him and built up a big empire, the Maurya dynasty. Years later, Chandragupta Maurya got married to his first wife, Durdhara. As she consumed poison, which was meant for Chandragupta, as Guru Chanakya used to put a little amount of poison into his food. So, Chandragupta cannot be killed by the intake of poison. Although at that moment, the wife was pregnant and Guru Chanakya was able to save the child. Although, the poison had a drop over the child's forehead, and he came to know as Bindusar. Today we will speak of the generation lined up after Chandragupta Maurya. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in the ancient land of India, there was a great emperor named Chandragupta Maurya. He ruled over a vast empire with strength and wisdom. But one day, something unexpected happened. Emperor Chandragupta decided to leave behind his throne and all the glory that came with it. Can you imagine? We wanted something more than just ruling over lands and people. He sought something deeper. Do you know what it was? Yes, it was liberation. He wanted to find true peace and understanding, so he embraced a life of asceticism, where he lived simply away from the luxuries of the palace. But what about the empire he left behind? Who would rule his place? That's where his son Bindusar comes into our story. Bindusar was a worthy successor to his father's legacy. He stepped up to take the reins of the Maurya Empire, which stretched far and wide across the Indian subcontinent. Now, Bindusar was quite an interesting character. Despite being the son of such a great emperor as Chandragupta and being the father of the legendary Ashoka, we don't know much about his life. Isn't that intriguing? It's like a mystery waiting to be unraveled. But fear not, my friends, for today we embark on a journey to discover about Emperor Bindusar. Through the dusty pages of history, we find snippets of his reigns, tales of his accomplishments, and worships of his character. For nearly 26 years, Bindusar ruled with strength and wisdom. Just like his father before him, he maintained the vast Maurya Empire, ensuring peace and prosperity for its people. Now, let's take a break with you in suspense. Sit back and relax with some music. We'll be right back shortly.
फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल, फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल। ये बादल की चादर, ये तारों के आंचल में छुप जाए हम पल दो पल हो। फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल,
फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल। जहाँ दिन की बाहों में रातों के साए हैं ढलते,
चल वो चौबारे ढूंढे जिनमें चाहत की बूंदें सच कर दे सपनों को सभी। चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल, फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल। सूरज को हुई हरारत, रातों को करे शरारत, बैठा है खिड़की पे तेरी।
हाँ इस बात पे चांद भी बिगड़ा, कतरा कतरा वो पिघला, भर आया आँखों में मेरी।
तो सूरज बुझा से ही कल हो। फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल, फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल। ये बादल की चादर, ये तारों के आंचल में छुप जाऊं पल दो पल। फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक चल साथ चल, फलक तक चल साथ मेरे, फलक तक तक चल साथ चल फलक तक चल साथ मेरे फलक तक चल साथ चल फलक तक चल साथ मेरे फलक तक चल साथ चल
So, are you relaxed? Well, I am not. I need to give my listeners the best I can and the exciting stories coming forth. I purposely made the break earlier, so now there are interesting tales coming ahead and won't have any pauses. Ready for the second half? Let's begin. Imagine, if you will, a young prince stepping into the shoes of his father, ready to lead an empire at the age of 22. My age. That's right. Bindusar took on the mantle of emperor while still in his youth. But don't let his age fool you, for he was known by many names, each hinting at his strength and character. One such name was Amitgrata, which means destroyer of enemies. Isn't that quite a powerful title for a young emperor? It suggests that Bindusar might have achieved some remarkable victories, although uncovering the exact details of these triumphs remains a little unchallenging. But wait, there's more. Bindusar was known by other names too. In Greek accounts, he was called Amitracheshta, Amitrakets, Amitrakedesi, and Amitrakete, have their own special ways of addressing him. I don't know any of it, how it means, but it is the Greek names. According to the Jain text in Rajvali, Bindusar was known as Sinhasena, a walking image of a mighty lion leading his kingdom fearlessly. And in the Vayu Purana, he is referred to as Bhadrasar, which suggests goodness and nobility. Just like his father Chandragupta Maurya, Bindusar was not only a ruler but also a patron of scholars and philosophers. Can you imagine sitting in his grand court surrounded by wise minds from near and far? In fact, tales from Greek historians tells us that Bindusar's fame spread beyond the borders of his empire. The successor of the Seleucid rule of Syria, Antiochus I, even sent his diplomat Deinymachus to the court of Bindusar. Can you guess what they talked about? Perhaps they exchanged stories of their lands, or maybe they discussed matters of trade and diplomacy. In the grand court of Emperor Bindusar, not only did wise scholars and philosophers gathered, but also envoys from distant lands. One such envoy was Dionysius, sent by the Roman historian Polybius, and the planning polymath, second Fiddle Edwards. These visits suggest that during Bindusar's reign, relations with foreigners were cordial and filled with mutual respect. But what about Bindusar himself? Some historians speculate that he may have enjoyed a life of luxury akin to the fabled kings of old. Why, you ask? Well, it is said that he once wrote a letter to Syrian king Antiochus I, requesting sweet wine. Quite a refined taste, wouldn't you agree? And there's more intrigue to be found within the royal family. According to Buddhist text, Bindusar had many sons, among whom the eldest was Shushima. He was entrusted with governance of northwestern India, including the new renowned city of Takshashila. But trouble brewed in Takshashila when the people revolted against Shushima's rule. Finding it oppressive, in a bid to quell the rebellion, Emperor Bindusar made a bold decision. He sent his son Ashoka, who had already proven his mettle as a governor in Malwa and Ujjain, to restore order in Takshashila. Now, Ashoka wasn't just any prince. He was a skilled leader and strategist, known for his compassion and wisdom. With his deft touch, he successfully pacified the rebellious city earning the admiration of its people. But here's where the plot thickens, my friends. Ashoka's successes in Takshashila only served to elevate his statue in a Mauryan court. As whispers of succession swirled around Ashoka's emerged as the most powerful contender among the heirs to the throne. As our tale unfolds, dear adventurers, we witness the intricate dance of power and ambition with the royal family of the Maurya Empire. Shushima, the eldest son of Emperor Bindusar, was known for his justice and fairness. By all accounts, he seems destined to inherit the throne and lead the empire with wisdom and benevolence. But fate had other plans. Entire Ashoka, the ambitious and cunning prince whose hunger for power knew no bounds. Despite Sushima's rightful claim to the throne, Ashoka's relentless pursuit of supremacy cast a shadow over his elder brother's aspirations. As the struggle for succession intensified, the once harmonious court of Emperor Bindusar became fraught with tension and intrigue. Shushima, honorable and just, found himself ensnared in a web of political maneuver and familial strife. But before the full consequences of this intense power struggle could unfold, tragedy struck. In the year 2073 BCE, Emperor Bindusar took his last breath, leaving behind the kingdom teetering on the brink of chaos. And in the image of turmoil, Ashoka seized his opportunity with cunning and ruthlessness. He eliminated his brothers, clearing the path to the throne for himself. Bindusar, on the other hand, had 16 wives. Here, men can handle one, and he has 16. But Ashoka here killed 99 brothers, leaving the youngest alive as he helped him to kill other brothers in the name of throne. But wait. Why is it then Ashoka known as the great ruler after Chandragupta Maurya? And there is no proper introduction on King Bindusar after this gruesome act. Well, that's for the next time to unravel and for you to be suspense. Thank you for listening to today's broadcast, and you are always welcome to Namaste Polska. I am yours truly, Khushi Dhomne.
इश्क की धून रोज जलाए उठता धुआं तो कैसे छुपाए हजूरी मांगे है तेरी मंजूरी कजरा सियाही दिन रंग जाए तेरी कस्तूरी रैन जगाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम चाहे भी तो भूल मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन तेरा नाम दोहराए
मुझको सुहाए
तुझ संग सुखी रोटी भाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए तो चाहे भी तो भूल न पाए मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहराए मन मस्त मगन तेरा नाम दोहराए IMI Radio.